Tell me what you know about the hood life.
So this section right here, I'm gonna call it Talk Philly. We just gonna give Philly some credit. So I want you to talk about Uzi and his impact in the city.
I don't really know his impact in the city, because I'm like kind of too older to really understand. All I know is that he got balls to steal. To come on the stage with the pocketbook and all the shit, you be from Philly and that shit, you pull it off. I know I wouldn't have had the balls to do it, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't have had the balls. Let me tell you how I first saw Lil Uzi. If you look back on the TLA, right? I rented the TLA. When I first came home, I had a show there. The next day was a Lil Uzi. I never heard of Lil Uzi. I'm like, my sons was like, Dad, can you get us tickets to that? I'm like, let's see, who the fuck is that? I mean, I just got out of prison, so I take him, we go down there. He had that shit not only sold out, jumping. I said, what the fuck? I'm still like fresh out of prison, so I'm looking at him kind of like, I see him do a post with like Young Thugs and some shit I ain't, agree with, whatever, right? So, being older, I'm you judgmental. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at him, whatever. But as time started going by, he started getting bigger, and I saw he really ain't give a fuck. Like, I think when you own it, whatever you own it, it make you like a person like, what they gonna say about it?
You ever bump into him like behind the scenes?
No, I saw him one time, but it was like a lot of niggas with him. I was by myself I was in the gas station coming out the casino on Delaware Avenue, so I ain't seen that to him.
Behind the scenes shit, and hopefully I'll be able to recover this lost Uzi interview. I got a joint when he first joint, like he a regular Philly nigga, like you know what I'm saying. He be, you know what I'm saying, and I said I get this.
I hear people talk about him, but my thing is this: when you're from Philly, there's nothing I would say bad about you just for no reason. I don't know you anyway. I mean, I would rather just not say nothing. I mean, so like, as a young person like him that busted move out from Francisville, I mean, all I could do is be proud of him. You know what I'm saying? I would love if that was my son doing the same exact thing. You know what I mean? So like,
look, man. First off, rest in peace. I want to talk about Rock, cause like I said, you witnessed his come up and shit like that. You wasn't. I don't know if you was a part of it.
Yeah, I wasn't a part. But his brother, me and PnB was upstate together. But yeah, we was up Camp Hill together. I mean, so when I saw, we got songs together too. We don't advertise at 7. But when I heard PnB Rock for the first time, he was on the Cosmic Kev, I think, and it fucked me up bad. I'm like, oh my God, who the fuck is that? Like, he had a joint about gel. He spit on there, and I right there from right there, I knew he was gonna be. I mean, I didn't know if he was gonna be on all the way because it's funny. The game funny. It's, like I said, it's about a lot of it is about God. You know what I mean? But it was like he deserved it, and it wasn't no fluke. He kept making hot shit. He knew how to make that hot shit every time. You know what I mean?
So quick, John. This my guy. Talk about Santos, cause he the guy that got the bars.
Me and Santos did a song a long time ago. Me, him, and OT the real, right? But I never really he wasn't there when we did the song. But I never really gave Santos a listen. Santos called my phone sent me a message on Instagram one day, like about a couple months ago. He was going through something. He sent me a message. I called him. He's like, damn, you called me? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm talking to him, whatever. Like, I mean, and after that, like, I mean, we got in the studio. We did a song. We just did a song together. Man, we just did a song together. Then I heard the freestyle he did. I said, oh, this nigga. I knew he was good, but everybody Philly kind of good is good, right? But I know he was special like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, this nigga special. So like, I mean, I start, so we got like a tighter relationship right now. You know what I mean? Whatever I could do for him, I do for him.
The joint you and Ness.
The joint we did recently. We did that shit out of a nightclub, bro. Or some random shit, like not even, we didn't even write it. He just went in there and just did a shit, random shit. You know what I mean? That's got a CD together, right? It's called State Representative. I got AR and Meech on one song together. Nobody know him at all yet. And the crazy part, we recorded it at was in the studio, some white boy down Temple studio, right? White boy called me 15 years later, like, cause it was taped. He had cameras in there, but he wasn't there. Yeah. He seen the footage later, looked at it like, oh, was that AR and Meech you brought there in my studio? Started going crazy over the shit, like, no, cause there was young boys at the time. So he seen the shit later, I guess, and was like, he called my phone like, nigga, yeah, nigga, you like 20 years late, nigga.
Talk about the impact of Ed when he was out here, and then as you see him not being here.
I mean, let me tell you how sometimes I met Ed, right? Some boys playing him. Spurs had did something to somebody I was trying to pay board not to come to court, whatever. I mean, some shit like that, whatever. And some boy pull up playing Ed. I'm like, who the fuck is that? That slow, ignorant shit he was like saying. I'm like, who the fuck is that Ed? I'm like, who the fuck is that? But it's social media, nothing. So I'm looking for him now. Like, yo, anybody know Air Ab? Where Air Ab? So one day I'm in a sneaker store on Air Avenue. Air Ab coming in, like, yo, you looking for me, bro? I'm like,
hold on, bro, my fault, 'cause I don't want you. I dropped this in an old joint, so that's why I reworded it. I want you to talk about like his impact.
Oh, his impact. Oh, his impact. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you right now. You can feel his impact because it's like it's a void missing. I think he had a lot of power, especially over men. I mean, like, and people think he had power over men because he was a goon, or because he knew how to talk to you.
Yeah, we related. He had respect.
Yeah, he had respect, and he knew how, like, he can get on some goon shit. But like man, Ab like was like this. Since I know it, like she was since I met Ab like probably like a couple months after I met Meek. So like I knew him since like 2006. You know what I mean? We never had no problem ever. I mean, when I got a judge, I could slide past little spots, whatever. See, my shit I be doing with niggas that's in the city, it be behind the scenes. We don't post shit, we not saying nothing, we don't, I mean, we just, I mean, we talking about certain shit because I feel like I got the right to do that because I was on first and they know I don't need nothing from them. So I gotta feel like I'm dick eating, I don't gotta see all that shit that people say before they say something. I can say what it is, this, that, you know what I mean? Like, and I can be proud of a nigga, so I could, whatever, you know what I mean? But I think Ab got all them years in prison because he had power to lead men, and they knew if you can get people to follow, you can get people to vote. I mean, so they probably looking at the future of him, what he could have possibly became. Let's stop that shit. We don't need him organizing people and all that shit, you know what I mean?
So I don't know if you up to date, but Tor just signed a deal.
I seen it on Instagram. He sent me a DM one time like, you gonna hear about me.
That's heavy.
Yeah, I think like when I first came from prison, like, you know what I mean?
What is it about Tor? Because I ain't gonna lie, I f with Tor, bro. And the way he move, but what is it about Tor that you like?
He different. He don't try to sound like nobody else. But it's crazy. It's somebody that sound like him though. I don't know who sound like. I don't know who sound like who. Or they not even from the same city. But it's this young boy that sound like. I think a young boy from Baltimore. Sound like him. They sound the same. But young boy hot as shit too. I like how Tor seem like he from Philly, but he got his own shit, his own type of style. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I think he a likable person. See, the thing about people gotta like you. I mean, like that's my future so far. I think because if you're a hot rapper, people just like him. You know what I'm saying? But when people don't like you, that's like they don't like you. But you know, but you can still get rich off people. Now, if they hate you, you can get money off them hating you. They can either love you or hate you. If they hate you, they still gonna buy you or want to see you. They gonna, I mean, so you don't want to be in the middle though. If you don't want to be in the middle, like Mudane, like just this nigga, I'm just regular. You regular, you get like, I'd rather nigga hate me than if you ain't gonna let me hate me then. You get paid off hate. Niggas that hate you, they gonna get paid off that.
Speaking of niggas hating, talk about I say Leaf Ward because he be going through a lot of drama like that in the city and shit. And I know, in fact, what was like the first time you meet and Leaf?
My son. That's my son right here, man. You know what I mean? Mind you, my son kept telling me about him. I was like, man, I ain't listen to that nigga. He not hot. My other son came to me like, Dad, I was sitting there, he put the come up show freestyle on. He said my name in that joint and shit, right? And I said, this nigga nice. And Leaf Ward, you know what made Leaf Ward different? He had the look. So like, you know, so niggas like him because of the shit he was saying, then girls like him, you know, girls go by how you look. Right? I mean, so I said he had the old joint, so he could have really. Then I heard the nigga, what's the nigga, Kevin Durant. He said, who you listen to? He said, Leaf Ward. I'm like, in the interview, I'm like, oh, that nigga, I mean, he making waves, so that's why. But I'm glad the time he got, he can come back.
Being an artist and that really, bro, you've been through it all, like you really, you know what I'm saying, give him some advice as far as artists.
I think maybe the jail saving him, maybe God saving him from something that would have happened to him on the streets. Because all his raps and all his songs is about all that young boy drama shit, you know what I mean, just going on, whatever. I mean, the stuff that my son is caught up, you know what I mean, caught up in. And mind you, with my son, this is the thing with my son, I never knew he was doing all that shit till like too late. My son ain't act like he wasn't the one nigga walking around acting like he hard. He wasn't running around acting like he acting regular, nice, you know what I mean? And then I found out later that he was out here being a terror, you know what I mean?
So now I want to talk about definitely a legend of the city, man. And him and Meek been having a situation for years, Quilly.
I know it's unfortunate.
Why you feel like Quilly ain't never make it? Well, I say make it to the.
But you gotta understand, when people say you ain't make it, I think, listen, when you come from the slums, right, and people know you and you get any money off anything, you made it. You know why? You don't have to do, you could be just nothing, and a dead man, and nobody never knew you, nobody never knew your name, none of that. So, and then sometimes making it ain't for everybody. I mean, everybody don't want the same thing neither. Everybody everybody don't need all that to feel successful. Some people just need whatever they need. But I think a lot of stuff why people don't get what other people might think they're supposed to be at because God didn't say it wasn't enough for them to have it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's never too late to get wherever you think you're supposed to be at. But you think you're supposed to be at wherever you want to think you at. But God said, nigga, you right where you're supposed to be at. Wherever you at, that's where you're supposed to be at. You can think what you want to think.
And I want to highlight that because, like, and I noticed that, like, social media, whatever, they paint a picture and they make you think it's the reality, but it's you really create your own reality.
Yeah, I mean, but all you gotta do, listen, first of all, the first thing you gotta do, that I learned when I was young, you gotta love yourself. A lot of people don't love themselves like that. They act like they do, but they don't. Because if they did, they would act different. You know what I'm saying? Like me, that people can hate me, can say whatever they want to say about me, but I love myself so much it don't matter. You can't tell me nothing about me. I know me. I mean, so a lot of people do shit to you that's wrong. They can't look in the mirror. They can't really say what it really is because if they gotta say a lie because if they say the truth, it's like, damn, you did that. No wonder boy don't fuck with you. No wonder boy act like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can always tell the truth. I can always tell the truth in details. I can say, well, this is why I don't like you. This is what you did. This, you did this, you did this. You never heard one time I heard somebody say I was lying. Never. 25,000 interviews. You never heard somebody say, well, I was lying, ever. Period. Even if you don't like me, you don't say I'm lying.
So listen, I want to talk about Wallo and his impact on the city, man.
I don't really know his impact on the city, really. Like, I mean, I know Wallo doing this thing, but I don't really. You gotta understand, when you say impact on the city, I think he like maybe, because I mean, when I see they show, I don't see him really nobody on Philly on there besides Meech.
Okay. Now, do you feel like that they should bring more Philly?
No, I don't feel like, I feel like they should do whatever they want to do, but I'm saying like, far as, so when you say impact Philly, maybe they've motivated people to do. I think when you do podcasts and shit like that, right? I think anybody can do it. I don't think it's like nothing special. I don't think, I mean, no, you being successful is an impact because you're being successful. People can see you being successful. You know, like when you say impact on the city, I mean, I think it take like more work. Like you been around for a minute. Yeah. Like Gillie, without the podcast, his impact on the city is, I think, more major than Wallo's.
For real? Now, I argue that.
I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
Nigga, Gillie been out since 97. What are you talking about? So we talking about motherfucking 28 years. So you can't wipe 28 years out with 3 good summers. 4 good summers, bro. That's about that's decades, bro. And I seen it because I just ain't like Gillie for shit. Like this nigga pop. I mean, like, so like his impact. Well, I think without Gillie, there ain't no Wallo. And vice versa. Right now, for what they doing right now, they need each other.
You know, facts. Now, the reason why I would say, and I feel like they balance each other out so perfect, and Wallo tap into a different audience. And what I mean by his impact,
when Wallo know how to speak. Yeah. So when I say, so when you say impact, I say like, all right, so you say impact, right? So, let's say it.
He brought a wave of promoting positivity that was needed. Then you seen other people start promoting their messages, and then I say personally, I know a motherfucker Speak Your Mind podcast. Shout out to bro, and I know like he personally like took a lot of Wallo just motivation and just at freestyling zone. So that's what I mean by impact.
Oh yeah, well yeah. See, I don't be seeing all that because you know me in my own little. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, like so, like I just look at it like, or I always look to see who on they show. I'm like, damn, why OT7 ain't on there? Why Leaf Ward ain't on there? Why? I mean, because my thing is you gotta have somebody from your city on there. You don't have to, but you should. That's how you do the impact. And I ain't even talking about myself. I don't. You know, because I don't ever feel like nobody owe me nothing. You know, I don't ever. I'd be happy for niggas, whatever. But I just keep it real and see what I really feel. I think they did good for themselves. I think they're gonna do it for a long time. But at the same time, I don't feel like it's an impact to Philly. Now, positivity is one thing, but Philly's not a positive city. So like I don't think like it made nobody more positive in Philly. What need to be done is put niggas from Philly on more. Young niggas. So they took it for like they give them like a boost them up.
Okay, and speaking of the young niggas, what's your thoughts? Because during the whole situation during Shane and Sharp podcast, they start calling Gillie snitch and all that type of shit.
I don't think it was no snitch. I just think that because that we older, we don't really know what like as far as what happened with like nothing. But mind you, lost a son, so when it comes to that, I don't really talk about it negative about it because it's a sensitive topic. Because I understand 100%. But I think when the young boy who they said supposed to have did it or whatever lost his life, I wouldn't have said nothing about it because people love him too, right? Whether he did it or not, I don't even know if he did. I don't know. I'm just saying like so. And it was raw and knew that he just had happened. That kind of make you like, I don't know if I want to say a target, but it kind of make you like have like people have bad blood towards you. I think sometimes you guys just like mine's this is me. Like let that be done.
No, facts though. Now, recently Will Smith just got a block named after him.
Yeah, I know. I supposed to win there. I got invited there too. I ain't go though.
So, what's your thoughts? I seen in the comments a lot of people saying he ain't do it for Philly, and then I'm gonna tag in his reply.
I think Will Smith is a legend. He above all this. You talking about he the one promote positivity. Will Smith is a fucking legend. Like even if you don't like him, you got to say a legend. Bro, the nigga got blockbuster movies from Philly. Like that's like I mean I remember living in Texas and they know I was from Philly because the Will Smith show that just came out. You know him? I'm lying saying I know the nigga. You mean Will Smith is a legend. Now I don't know if he did shit for Philly or not. I mean because maybe he didn't because I don't really remember him doing that. But he motivated people to become great. But not this era, not this generation, because this generation don't really remember him from when he was rapping. You know what I mean? But if they don't have respect for Will Smith, they don't have respect for nobody. You know what I mean? Philly don't give a fuck, you know that.
Well, you do one thing.
Philly, one thing, yeah, bro, listen, one thing, you done. Like, why you think Meech shit going so hard?
Why do you think it's so much beef and violence in Philly?
Because there's no money in there. That's what you know, when everybody fight over crumbs, it's going to be chaos. You know what I mean? This ain't like New York. And then right now it's even dirtier now. Like at least back on my era, everybody had Hot Wheels and watches and shit. Like now you can't even have no Hot Wheel. You stand out. You know what I mean? Niggas, everybody just like on some regular, you know what I mean? Shit, you know what I mean? So like this era right here, I'm saying like this era right here is not the same as my era when I was growing up. The era when I was growing up, like people had cars, people had watches, people had, I mean, hustles, people was grinding, everything was different. Now it's like all about like, so, I mean, being young boys dirty, all black on, looking dirty, mask on, like PZ. I mean, that's just a different thing.
Oh, shit. So listen, on recent events, do you feel like Big Meech was wrong?
I don't really know the story about Big Meech. All I know is like what 50 Cent be saying about him and all that type of shit like that. You know, I mean, but I just know whatever. I just think that if 50 Cent was taking care of your son, right, and putting your son in acting school and all that, I feel like you owe him like upwards though, like so that you shouldn't be like messing with his op. But at least you could have said like 50, listen, man, boy got some bread for me. I know that's your own thing, but would you mind if I go get this bread? And if 50 Cent could say no, you can still go get it, or you can see if 50 Cent give you the same amount that he was gonna give you. But at the end of the day, men do what they want to do. You know what I mean? I mean, so like, I don't really got no opinion on it myself, but I'm saying that's how I want to handle it if you did something for my son, because your son is important to you if you're in prison. You know what I mean? And his son he got his son popping. Well, the acting school, his son not popping, bro.
He really invested a lot of money and time into him.
Yeah.
Oh, I need your top 5 Philly hoopers.
They gotta be from Philly, raised in Philly?
Top 5 Philly hoopers.
From Philly, or they just played on the Sixers?
We can include that because they even, you know what I'm saying?
Number one gotta be Rasheed Wallace. Maurice Rice. Louis Lloyd. You probably don't know him. You gotta look him up. AI. I gotta put AI my second favorite basketball player of all time after Jordan. Jordan and AI for me. And number 5 gotta be Dr. J.
Classic.
Even though he's from where? That's Dr. J. Like, I mean,
That's all. Good looking.